You're watching Makeshift Garage. Thank you to Makeshift Garage. You guys are the best.
We got the 391 out of the fire truck. It's set up. She's ready to be ripped down. That's what we're doing. Thank you everybody for following. We love you guys. And here we go. It's the beginning of a teardown. And when we're done, we're going to get it over to Merkel. And I think Merkel might let us get a little blast of his shop. So we try to put that in there and show you guys what's going down on the other side of town. Yo, we got Tommy T taking up on the painting, bro. Wait till you see this thing. I'm gonna keep it a secret for now, but wait till you see it. It's coming. He'll be done with one side. We'll give you a shot of what it looks like. Yo. If I had to play detective, which I have to, holy mackerel, look like I pulled the damn distributor out, obviously, and a bolt fell in the hoe. But here's my thought, Mr. Detective. Look at how dirty that is. Look at that. That was sitting up top here, obviously, hiding behind, and when I pulled it out, it just rolled in and fell in. Has to be the answer. There's no way that could have been hiding in there and then fell in. Devin knows how to heat these and get them out. Papa broke one already. Devin ain't breaking none. I would say Devin's showing me up. He knows what he's doing. Let's get him done. All right, so we fought the crap out of this motor. We got most of these, actually we got all of these bolts out. A few of them broke, no big deal, but still the manifold does not want to come off. And I'm really not hassling with this. I'm taking it to Merkel, the head anyways. They can deal with this because this is what they do for a living. And I paint houses. We'll do what we can here, but these got to go off and go in there. Holy mackerel, I bet it weighs 100 pounds. You guys can look that up. But this thing is heavy. Let's see what we got. Do you have every bolt out? Holy mackerel, she's stuck too. Everything about this engine is like stuck in. Oh, that's unbelievable. There we go. Woo! All right, so I'll grab this part. I'll grab this part. You grab that part. Oh, jeez Louise. We really want to go back when they're aluminum. Ah. Oh, jeez. Putting these on is fun. When you lift them up and you put them on, you gotta goop everything and get everything right, and you gotta plop them down just right. When you're by yourself, it's damn near impossible. You can do it, but it's so much easier with two people, right?
Yeah.
Woo! As the world turns to the wrench. How's it going, Tom? Break time? Let's see how she's looking. Oh boy. That is like 10 miles an hour down the track more, you know what I'm saying? That's like another 30 horsepower right there. Jesus.
30 at least.
At least, right? Yeah. I would think. Well, you did the other side too, so that's 30. That's about 60 horsepower. Son of a gun. That is awesome. Awesome. It does have the tray. Remember the one we took apart that didn't have the tray? That's, what does the tray do? Do you remember?
Not exactly.
I think it's oil distribution, and also it's a heat shield for the carburetor. I think mostly it's a heat shield for the carburetor. It doesn't let the heat rise up and boil the gas. That's the biggest thing it is. I think it also has something to do with the way the oil goes back down. Yeah, write it in the comments what you guys think that is, that's for sure. Here we go, Devin's breaking them loose. I like that, he's got the muscles. Go for it, Dev. She a little milk choky up top, she a little bit, but you know what? We expected that, we did expect that. So we're busting these loose and we're getting these heads off and we're taking them to Merkel. He's gonna have to deal with these manifolds because, you know, some of the bolts are breaking, some of the bolts aren't, but that's not the real issue. The real issue is we have all the bolts off of this one. This one doesn't even want to come out, but it's loose. So this thing should come right down, and it don't. So guess what? He's gonna bead blast it, he's gonna clean it, he's gonna do everything. He could probably clean that up and get that off real easy there. We don't wanna break it. We would like to use them again for the fire truck. Woo! She a heavy one. Bring it over to the table. Look at those valves. Look at those valves. She was burning a little lean here, but not bad, man. This should be an easy one for Merkel to handle. She's heavy. Woo! Here we go. Take it up. Bring it over. That one, we might lay flat because I didn't take the coil off, but let's see how it goes down. There we go. Shove it on in. There we go. I'm pretty sure it needs a valve job. So we'll get the whole heads done. They got a package over there. It's like $500. Get it done. Okay. And they'll boil this out and clean this up, and these bolts will come out better for them than it will for us, man. We got them all out there, and they still don't want to come off. Man, look at those pistons. Those are like dish pistons. Those are stock right out of the factory. It's not what we're used to seeing. I like it. This is $3.91. Look at them pistons. Let's take a look under here. Let's see what we got under here. Sure, a little milky up top, but you know what?
That's good over here, though.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad. That's pretty clean, really, in there. I did see leaky freeze-out plug on one side. It was getting sucked in somehow. We're not sure how yet, but we're gonna have him check this block and pray it ain't cracked. Because if that was the problem, then we got to get a new block. Or I could just go back to the truck and pop that 352 in it and call it a day. Let the guy drive to his party, and then we can find him a 391 block. Or Devin can sell him his 391 block.
I got a 390. That looks way different.
It is different. This is a workhorse. This has different webbing in it. Has a lot of oil passage differences. Like it has webbing in it for strength. It has dish pistons for like. So like I said, it had water in the block. At least it wasn't bone dry. It looked like it was bone dry originally, but it wasn't. Oh boy, there she is. Nice rusty water. Look at them lifters coming out. I'm happy with that. Boom, they just come out on their own. All right, so we're just bagging and tagging everything. We got a nice pile of what we want, where we want it. Keep our tools out the way. And, you know, the chain wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, but I would never use it. It's got to be replaced. She was sloppy, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. There's a possibility this motor was rebuilt once, so... The lifters didn't look that bad either, but I wouldn't reuse them. I just, don't think it's a good idea. It's a 6211, and then it says ST, Ford. This is an original Ford, and it's a ST, which is standard. Usually that means standard. So I have a feeling this motor was never touched, and these don't really look bad, though. They don't look bad at all. So you just get a little hose, cut them down, slip them on there, and boom, you can push the piston right out with the hose, too, You don't even have to really use a hammer or anything. They come right down. Then you could grab something small, sure it's wooden or something that don't hurt it. Come right down. You can move this right out of your way now. Bam. And then you just go in there and you pop it right out. Bam. There you go. And now it don't scratch up your sleeve. It don't scratch up the journal, and it's out safe. You got to remember, these caps are marked. There's a 2 and there's a 2 on this side. They're very hard to see, but you got a 2 and a 2. That's the way you keep them. Keep them together the way they came out. The pulley was on, it was pulling it off, but we ran out of juice. We had to add some washers on there, so let's see if that few washers will get us the rest of the way. She's very close. The moment of truth. The moment of truth. What's she look like in there? She was definitely sucking some funk. Definitely needed some oil changes that probably wasn't getting. But overall, she don't look too bad. All right, let's do it. It may not call for a heavy-duty oil pump. So we're going to get another oil pump. We're definitely going to take these pistons out now and get that crank out, get the cam out. And I'm telling you, this is ready to go to Merkle. We're going to clean this whole mess up, clean this whole motor up. What do you think?
I like it.
We're going to clean everything up, which I mean everything. We got the whole kit and caboodle down here hiding out. And that's what we're going to do. Ready to do it?
Sounds good.
Let's rock and roll. Boom, calling it a night, block, going to Merkle tomorrow. I'll take the crank and the cam out tomorrow. Finito for the night. Woo! Peace out.